I'm gonna record this. Okay. All right. So I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna share. I'm gonna go to, I logged into iMarkets Live TV. And so you see a Daisy Duncan. So if you scroll down, you see a Daisy's photo, click on Access Session. And you see this little section right up in here that looks like what my hand, it says Event Post.
Yeah.
Or you click on that and you'll see all the videos that were live at one time.
Okay, great.
All right.
One more time.
And so I'm gonna do it one more time.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go back. She's on advanced as well. So I'm gonna go back to advanced. And that's on any of the educators, Janae. So you come here, you go down and find a Daisy Duncan. There's a Daisy is in here somewhere. Where's it? Did I pass her?
She's in advance.
Right there. Yeah, she's in advance as well. Click on her on the access session. You can watch this one. It'll tell you this was July the 6th. Watch again. You can click on event post and you can see it there.
Wow.
Okay. Got it? Okay.
Yes.
Excellent. So that's any educator, and that's beautiful. I go back and I watch sessions. Chris Derrick is excellent. Christopher Derrick, he's a chairman 25 in the company, but he was our first educator outside of Chris Terry. And when I tell you this guy is incredible as an educator, all of them are incredible educators, but you know, Chris Derrick really speaks to me. I'm becoming more technical in my training so far. So I am actually, now I follow him a lot. So you can access his sessions. He's on the London session. So 2 a.m. Eastern time, he's on. And there's, he says there's prerequisites. So you want to make sure you've gotten through the academy because of what he's going to be talking about in those sessions. Okay. So this may be a good time to start beginning following two educators. Selena, do you have an educator out there that you've been, you know, for seeing that you're just starting that you like to follow? I'm going to tell you two educators. Since you have more weekend time, a good educator to follow on the weekend would be Saturday mornings. There is, or actually Saturdays, Orrin Wright. See Orrin Wright right here? He's on Saturdays. Yeah. And he is excellent. Really good friend of mine. We're just down in Trinidad together. But you can see he's on Sunday. Well, Sundays, I know you all, it's off limits for you all. For some of you, you may be still in church too. But on Friday, 9 p.m., Saturdays at 8 p.m., he's on. He's excellent. He's the new app that just came out called Levels. You've probably been seeing some things on Levels. Orrin is the originator of that app, of that new tool. So you can actually go to his sessions. He's hilarious. He's very comical, but he's a former janitor. Now he lives from his trading. So he has an incredible story. So that's Orrin's session. So you can see that these go back all the way, 4 months, 5 months, 6 months. You can see that?
Yeah. Thank you.
So now another person I'm going to recommend, if you haven't, as you started, if you go to Lee Allen, it's awesome. See charting and analysis for beginners?
Yes.
Lee Allen, either if you haven't started watching her, you're going to hear from one of our top leaders here today who's going to be talking about an app that she's launched called Pivots. But she is, Lee Allen is an excellent educator, and you can actually go in and watch her sessions as well. She's very basic, very down to earth in her training as well. And then one other person, as you're starting out, because you don't know who's who, if you go to Harmonic Scanner, like this morning, Jean-Marc Leonce was on this morning at 8 o'clock. He's a Trinidadian. So Videsh, Jean-Marc, Videsh is one of the directors of the Swipe Trade app. So this Wednesday, this Thursday, I was on Videsh's session on the harmonic scanner, and he called the trade on EuroCAD. I think it was EuroCAD. That thing dropped, I think that thing dropped about 80 pips. Right? And so he called it right in the session. Said, guys, keep your eye on this. He drew it out, let us know why it was going to go in the sell. And I woke up Friday morning, that thing had dropped about 80 pips.
What's his name?
Videsh Atamula. Okay, all right, yeah, that's my recap. But I'm going to send you all a training Videsh did that I think is really, now that you've gone through the academy, I'm going to send you a training in a link. Let me drop that in the chat right now. Let me do it right now. No time like the present. So let me drop something in the chat. I'm going to drop it in our Telegram chat, okay?
Thank you.
Thank you.
Give me 1 minute. Just close the door. Give me 1 minute. Oh, there it is. Okay. What do I do? Let me drop it now. That wasn't it. I'll make sure I drop it before the call is over. Downloads. Telegram. Where it is, where is it, where is it? Okay. I dropped a PDF called Team Orientation. So if you're able to look in the Telegram chat,
Yeah.
it's a PDF file, okay?
Yeah.
And what you're able to do, if you scroll all the way down under very important links, that last video, the bonus/shortcut,
Yeah.
powerful video. Videsh did that video November 2018, and it really, really simplifies things like sell stops, buy stops. You'll see this. You see this on my screen, right? You don't see that on my screen right now.
Not yet.
Hold on a minute. See that right there?
Yeah.
So it'll talk about, what's a buy limit, what's a sell limit? Because I know that was some questions that was earlier. You can see those 4 examples.
Yeah.
You see how anybody still unclear with buy limits and sell limits and buy stops and short and sell stops? You can go here and you'll be able to watch that video about 37 minutes in. You'll see the explanation of buy stops and sell stops in detail.
Okay, thank you.
Okay? Excellent. All righty, everybody's good so far?
Yes.
Now, Selena, I know you've been communicating a little bit with the leaders. Have you actually had an opportunity to talk with some of the leaders about what you found in terms of, we're talking about Pepperstone has been a broker you've been really using?
Yep, I haven't been able to speak to any of the other leaders, but I spoke to Marlene, I spoke to my mom, and I spoke to Pepperstone. And as far as what we've decided is that Pepperstone is going to be the broker for us.
Okay.
They were established in 2010, and in 2015 they developed a London office. They trade all of the major instruments that we are looking to trade as far as our trade house is concerned. which includes US 30 and cryptocurrency. They are regulated by the British Financial Conduct Authority and the Australian Securities Investment Commission. They accept payments from Bermuda in the form of Visa, MasterCard, Skrill, bank transfer, or net teller. And for those who don't know what Skrill is kind of like PayPal. They're what they call a pay house or a money house, where you can use them as an intermediary if you don't want to use your card directly online. For those who aren't online purchasers, you can use PayPal or Skrill to protect yourself or your bank account. They work with MetaTrader 4, and they also do demo accounts. I would say that everybody should go and get a demo account from Pepperstone. The difference with Pepperstone is that you cannot get your demo account the way that we got the Hugo's Way account. You have to go to Pepperstone, sign up for a demo account. They send you the login information, and then you can plug it all into your MetaTrader 4. The withdrawal process, they say it takes about a day, but because they're located in Australia, it will be, I think, about 2 days for us, because they're about, I think, between 11 and 14 hours ahead of us. In order to have a withdrawal process, it has to be submitted during the Australian work hours, Monday through Friday during the work hours. So if it is submitted in off hours, the very next business day, they will tend to it. Now, as far as the sign-up process goes, it's a little bit more intricate than it was for Hugo's Way. Some things are the same, but some things are a little different. Of course, they're going to be asking for ID, passport, or driver's license, government issued, of course. You have to show front and back if you use your driver's license. For the documents that they accept to prove your address, you have to use a bank statement or a utility bill, gas, light, water, whatever, credit card statement, a government issued document, or a financial service statement. They do not accept telecommunications, internet, television, or telephone service documents, meaning no cell phone bills and all of that, all the like. When you
Belco bill, you're saying, Serena?
they will accept Belco.
Okay.
They will accept Belco. But when you go to submit the document, if you receive your documents online, my suggestion would be to print it off and take a picture, because they want to see a picture of the physical paper, right? And that's the same with your ID. They don't want scans, they want a physical picture. And you can load the picture to their upload area. Now, the next thing is that they're gonna ask you a lot more personal questions as far as how much you make, how much you have in savings, if you're a beginner, how much of a beginner you are. They're doing all of this not just to protect you, but also themselves, because they are regulated by two authorities. They have certain prerequisites that they have to meet when onboarding customers. And of course, most of us are beginners. So when you sign up and you say, well, I'm a beginner and I've only been doing this from 0 to 6 months, they're gonna give you a quiz. And when I say quiz, I mean it's gonna be a real quiz with examples and everything. When I first signed up, it wasn't too bad. But then when I signed up my mom's account, it was a legit quiz. You had to do some thinking. But I will say that I personally think that as long as you finish the Forex basics in the academy, you should be able to answer all the questions. And it's not a lot of questions. It's like 7 to 10 questions. And so funding the account, when I tried it, it went right through using my my credit card. So you shouldn't have any problem in that way. Once you create your account, you're gonna get a trading specialist or an account specialist. Likely they will be located in the London office, and you will probably all have the same specialist, Lauren. But anyone can help you at any point in time of the day. They have 24-hour service for help. You can call, and if somebody doesn't pick up in London, somebody will pick up in Australia. And most times they're able to help you with whatever questions you have. If you don't want to call, they have live chat, they have email, and so on. But if anybody needs help, we can come together and we can prepare everything together if you need it. I don't know how we're gonna work out the quiz portion. If you need help, I'm willing to help you, or you can find somebody else who maybe you can use a lifeline, you know. Also, if for whatever reason you feel you don't want to go with Pepperstone, you have the right to pick your broker. But I will tell you all, please make sure that you check everything you can about the broker, because some of the brokers that I've seen in the past have given people problems. So some of the questions you might want to ask are, do they trade US 30? Because not everyone does. Do they trade cryptocurrency? What is the process of funding from Bermuda? Do they work in cooperation with MetaTrader 4? What is their withdrawal period? And are there fees? Oh, yes, Pepperstone has a withdrawal fee, but it's not much. It's like $20. What are their ratings as far as different brokerage review companies? What are they rated as with those companies? What are their transparency rules and regulations? Who are they regulated by, if they are regulated? Because there are some brokers that are not regulated. What are their spreads like? What are their commissions like? How long have they been in existence? Where are they located? These are all important questions to ask when you're considering who you're going to go with as a broker.
Selena.
Yes, ma'am.
Let me interrupt you. I think that's great information. But I think since you are a researcher and you have researched every broker that I gave you, and with your skill and your background in trading, suggested that that's the broker that your family is going with, I think everybody in this team should go with the same broker. Okay. When one person already paved the way, did their homework, it doesn't make sense for you. Most of us are new traders on this chat to be trying to do the same work that you have already done. I like to copy. I think it's better to copy than to innovate. So I would suggest everybody use Pepperstone until you understand more about the trading game and the brokers. I would suggest that we get together with a trade house analysis one day, and everybody with Selena set up their account the same day. So if you're in the same room and they're asking you a question, then somebody could help you if they can. So I would suggest all that stuff you just list out, give it to them. But I would recommend that you all go with Pepperstone. If we in America could have used Pepperstone, we would be Pepperstone. Yep. One of the best brokers out there, but we cannot use them in America. So save yourself a lot of time and headache. Serena did it. Let's go. Selena, what am I calling Serena? Tennis. I've been teaching tennis all week. Selena did it. Go with Pepperstone for now until you get the run of the trading game. All right?
Thanks, Selena.
No worries, no worries.
Look and see, thanks.
Yeah, they're a really good company. They're rated in the top 10 of top 10 brokers of 2018 and 19.
Mhm. Fantastic, fantastic. Thank you so much, Selena.
No
So
problem.
now I'm going to send all of the Caribbean to you.
Yes.
I charge a fee.
I was
Anybody that's
same thing
outside,
for a fee.
anybody
Yes.
that's outside of the trading house,
Exactly
I charge
what I
a
was
fee.
saying, for
So
a
let-
small fee.
So- she's-
I would draft the
she says, I
contract.
take love offerings.
Love offer, yeah, whatever you want to call it.
First fruit, second and third fruit. So for those who watch this recording, Pepperstone again is not available to U.S. customers. So it's only available to international customers. So it's a great broker. I know many of the leaders in Trinidad are using Pepperstone, and they are getting great reviews on Pepperstone as well. Okay. So excellent. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. So what I want to do now is I'm going to transition. I have my good friend, or one of I got Pastor D on the line. Hey, Pastor D. Everybody say hey to Pastor D.
Hey, Pastor D!
Pastor D.
Hello, hello.
Hey, Pastor D.
Hey.
Boy, you look like you're cool. I need to send you some sunshine.
I just got in.
Excellent. So, so Pastor D, we're getting ready to transition a little bit. I have none other than master trader, six-figure trader. That let's say Marlene said per day, right? That's joined us today and is giving some of her time. She has been speccing out one of our newest tools called IML Pivots. So for many of you who don't know, IMLpivots.com and IMLlevels.com, those two new products, they are free for us to access and utilize up until April 1st. All right, so they launched at the beginning of this month to April 1st, they're free, and then there'll be a monthly add-on for that service. But again, Miss Elaine Wint has been testing out this product and really back testing it, going back in her demo account and really seeing, how things work. And so she was gracious enough to come on the line here after what she's been experiencing, and just kind of really share with you the ease of using this product, but also how it can really be huge on your in your trading road to success. So, Miss Elaine Wint, are you on the platform with us this morning?
Yes, I am.
Excellent.
Good morning. Good morning, everyone. Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning.
Morning.
So we got Elaine Wint been out expanding. She does both sides of the business. She trades, she's honed her skills, but she also built too. She's a Platinum 600 here, so closely on her way, possibly after this particular week, hitting the level rank of Platinum 1000 as well. So Elaine, the platform is yours.
Hi, good morning, everyone. Good morning. I want to thank you guys for having me. And I just wanted to share with you one of the new products from iMarkets Live. Of course, my name is Elaine Wint. I've been with the company about 2 years now, Michael, almost 2 years.
About 2 years, yeah?
Yeah. And I've been, testing different products in iMarkets Live. I was using, I test all of them. And I've come up on this new one, IML Pivots. And especially for new traders, this is very, very, easy to, for you to navigate. I don't know if any of you have tried it as yet. Has anyone logged into imlpivots.com?
No, not yet.
Yeah. Okay. Well, this week I tried probably about 14 trades, and I only lost one, and that was my fault because my stop loss was too small on the US Mexican peso, which moves very fast. It's almost like US 30. So my stop loss was too small. So, and I use the 15 minutes chart, and I do not go above the red lines, whether it's in the buy or the sell as the levels for taking profit. Because if you do that, you're staying within the middle of the chart where most of the action takes place.
Elaine, can I interject for a moment? Are you going to share show your screen?
Sure.
Okay, so
I don't. Oh Lord, here we go again.
You don't have to be techie to make money, right?
Look here, I don't know. I'm not a tech person.
Yeah, that's okay.
today is the day.
Oh Lord. Okay. All right. How are we gonna do that, Michael?
Share. You see share at the bottom. Share screen.
Oh, I'm on my phone.
Oh, that's not gonna help you. Okay. let me go.
It's at the bottom. It says share content. It's a green
Yeah.
button.
Yeah,
No, I'm on my phone. I'm on my phone and I'm
I'm on
looking
my
at my
iPad.
computer. I'm on my phone and I'm looking at my computer. That's why.
That's gonna be another class.
Yes, I'm gonna have to get. Okay, Michael. You
So
go
here-
ahead and I'll go ahead, Michael. Log
So
in.
I'm sharing the screen here so everybody see. I went to imlpivots.com. Everybody see that?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay,
Same
excellent.
username and password.
Same username and password. And then when you log in, you'll see the different types of markets. All right. So we're going to go over to Forex.
Forex. Mm-hmm.
Boom.
And
So now, Elaine, if you can see it on your screen, you can take it from
yes,
there.
I can. Yes.
I'll just
Okay.
maneuver. If you want me to
So
tell me where you-
now that's the 5-minute chart. You'll notice at the top it says 5 minute. That's the 5-minute chart. But you can select the chart to the left. I normally go on the 15-minute chart, right? The charts with the dollar signs are the ones that have already been activated. And another thing to know that the chart has activated is the lines will be solid. If the lines are dotted, that means that chart had not activated as yet. Okay, so you check on the 15-minute chart. So say, for example, we click on CAD CHF, Michael.
Okay.
Oh, you're on NZD USD? Okay, that's fine.
Yeah, I was showing them that one with the one that hadn't been activated yet.
Okay, right. And you see the lines are dotted and there are no arrows on it. So that one is not an activated trade. That's without the dollar sign. The dollar sign tells you that the trade activated. So click on one with the dollar sign, Michael. Let me show them exactly. This one is really simple. So, for example, in this one, get one with just one trade on it. This one has more than one.
Okay, let's find out.
Sometimes you'll have 2 and 3 trades at a time on a chart. So as you go to CAD CHF, let me see that one. Wow. Okay, we have lots of trades.
How about your
This thing gives you about 500 and something trades per day. It pivots, kicks out each day. So that's to tell you. Okay, let's stay on this one. Let's stay on Euro AUD. Okay, if you notice, the buy activated, and there's the entry price. Do you see that? And it gives the date and the time. Right? That was on the 22nd. That was yesterday.
Yes.
But if you notice this, it was probably activated from the bottom where you have the sell stop. You have a sell stop and you have a buy entry there. But the one that activated right now is the buy. So you do a buy if it's already activated. If it's less than 1 pip or 2 pips, you can enter a market execution buy. It activated, but it looks like it moved below that line. So you could probably still get in as a buy stop. And it gives you the entry to the right, and then you'd use the sell stop at the bottom. The sell stops are usually okay.
That's me. That's me.
Okay. And it's color coded. So if, for example, that if that entry is in blue,
Which entry? Which one? The one that's got the date?
okay, the one that has the date. Ooh, the blue, blue, blue. Okay. This one is.
Right here?
Okay, that's the entry, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And the R6, that entry right there is red. That entry is in red. Right? And the take profit is in blue above. Normally, I only go 2 levels. That's why I was looking for one that only has 1 trade on it. So if when you're beginning, because I'm just back testing this, when you're beginning, I usually go for the charts with just 1 trade on it because it's much easier.
Let's see if we can find one.
Find one, yeah. Oh. Okay, there you go. Okay. All right. So to start, guys, I recommend starting with the charts with just one trade on it. Okay. So here is your entry, and this is a sell. So what I usually do to maximize my profit and to maximize my winning trades, I enter. You see, it's in blue, and you see, okay, you have that light blue to the right. That's the entry, the 62.0, I can't see, 031, 82.031. That's your entry. Your stop loss is at the top, the 82.813 in the blue. And your take profit, what I usually do, your take profit is 81.29250 in blue also. But for me, I always exit my trades by level 2. These are levels. Each line there represents a level. I usually take that to S2. I usually take my profit at the red lines. For the sell, it's S2, and for the buy is R6. And so you understand, these levels represent, for the S's, they represent support lines. And the R represent resistance lines. These are the resistance levels in this pair. So I normally just go 2 levels and take my profit, and depending on the time frame of the chart, it will determine the number of pips. This is a 15 minutes, so each level might be 15 pips or 20 pips. If you use a higher time frame, it might be more pips on each level.
So that was 30.
But I use it, so level 1 to level 2, you might, on a 15 minutes, that might be about 38 to 40 pips.
That's 37 pips based on what I see it on the screen.
Right.
So that 373, the first 2 numbers is your pips. So 37 pips in 1 hour.
Right. So that's what I've been back testing, and I've been very, very successful. So you guys can try these out in your demo until you get comfortable with it. It's still free until April 1st. So you can continue testing this out, and you will see, you will have lots of winning trades with this one, because that's what I've been realizing.
And Elaine, I'm going to interject. I'm also going to, just for something that's simplistic, I'm going to drop a training that was done on pivots in the chat, in the Telegram chat, ladies and gentlemen, so that you can now look at that. It's not long, and that will give you some above and beyond what you heard Elaine. It'll give you some training directly from the creator as well.
And if you log on to IML TV also, and you go to pivots, she has some recordings. She has about 4 videos.
So let me go there.
4 or 5 videos, yeah.
I'm going to go there real quick. Elaine, you can see it on the screen?
Sure, yeah. Go scroll down to pivots. Yeah.
So I'm in IML Academy. I go right down here to pivots. Click on pivots right here.
And click on
Lee Allen.
Lee Allen, access our session.
You can go back and access our sessions.
And click on that plus sign for recorded videos.
As well.
Yeah, she has about 5 videos. So one of them is no good, but yeah. And I mean, she explains it very well, but I mean, I just took a shorter way to realize, because, you know, the market turns around sometimes. So I realized that when I took different levels, because it depends on how many pips you're looking for each day. And if I'm looking for 10 to 15 pips and I can do 3 of those a day, I'm good. So that's another tool, another vehicle for you guys to look at, which I think it will be easier for you to manipulate at the early stage. So that's just what I wanted to share with you guys.
Excellent.
Thank you. That was awesome.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
So Elaine, so this week you won 13 out of 14 trades?
13 out of 14 from pivots, yeah.
So if you're catching 10 pips minimum, that's 130 pips.
Yep.
So let me show you. So if that's 130 pips, right?
Mm-hmm.
So Elaine, I'm just gonna say, Elaine is actually, she caught 13 trades at 10 pips. That's 130 pips, right?
Mm-hmm. Minimum, yeah.
Pips minimum.
Mm-hmm.
At a 0.01. At a 0.01, which is equal to 10 cents, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's what, 10 cents times, how much is that?
130.
130 pips, how much is that? My IML scholars.
That's $13.
Not you.
Oh, sorry.
$13.
That's $13, right? So at a 0.1, at 10, how much is that at a 0.10?
130.
Woo, that's what I'm talking about. We got some scholars on this thing. That's $130, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
And then if that's a 1.0, how much is that?
1,300.
At $10 is $1,300, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Who can do that? And how many days did it take you to do that, Elaine?
To do $130 to 1,300?
How much?
How many days?
The 13, the trades that you took. So was it in one day? Was it in?
One day.
Yes.
Okay.
All right.
Alrighty.
Sign up.
Because remember, this thing spits out
like
500 and something trades per day.
Right.
You'll
right.
be inundated. It just keeps changing. All you have to keep doing is refreshing the refresh button. Use the refresh button. Just keep using that refresh button like every half hour and every hour or so. Just refresh that button. You get new trades as you refresh the button.
Oh, let me hit you over the head. Let me hit you over the head right quick with this one. See who got this one.
Use the refresh button again.
I'll show you. So if it was a 10 standard.
Mm.
Whoa.
How much you talking? How much you talking? How much you talking?
Dollar. Right there. Hello.
13,000. Who can do with a $13,000 day?
And the money.
Resignation letters.
Not yet.
That's called new tongues and new wine.
Right?
Oh, Lord. Okay, I hear you.
But here's the thing. This is where we're going, guys. This is where you're going. So we're showing you the end from the beginning.
And I can deal with that.
This is where you're going.
You're gonna make me play the Jefferson theme song.
You know, let me tell you, Elaine, can I ask you to just kind of share as you develop your skills, right? Because you started out just like all of us.
Yes, I did. Didn't know anything about our markets live. Didn't know anything about trading, guys. Nothing at all.
Now, what's been your largest lot size that you've executed in a trade? No, just trying to give them, I want to give them an idea where they're going.
That's true, shame, that.
What's been your largest lot size?
No, I was crazy one day.
Mm-hmm.
I was crazy one day. I do 100 one day. Crazy.
Okay, all right, so let me just leave it at that. So you did
But
100.
Lord.
That is $1,000 per pip.
Come on, that's $130
Times 130 pips.
that was in and out though, guys. I didn't stay there. That was crazy.
So let's just say she went in. Let's just say she in and out, right? In and out would be 5 to 10 pips. So let's just say 5 pips. That's 1,000 times 5 pips in seconds. How much is that?
Hallelujah.
That's like soon as you hit the button, sell, hit it again, close.
Right.
And you just have to cover your spreads first.
Now, I want to make sure you got some olive oil. Just kind of put it right here before you hit that button.
Fast trade right there. Faster period.
Guys, I'm gonna tell you something. Please do not take this lightly. This thing can change your life.
Come on.
That's all I'm trying to tell you. It can change your life. It is changing my life and the life of people around me. Believe me.
Amen.
I mean, I haven't been in this thing for just 2 years. And I'm going to tell you this. I was able to buy my son a townhouse cash in the U.S.
Yes.
Okay. All right.
Man.
So, people, it's possible. And I'm not a big trader. I'm not that versed. I'm still learning a whole lot. I'm going to Jamaica next week. And my nephew is going to be still teaching me some things. But you learn as you go each day. And that is it's the learning process, but it's this is a life-changing opportunity. So do not take it lightly.
Wonderful.
Do not take it lightly. Okay.
So what I want to do is, Lynette, you see right up here where I'm circling right up here?
Yes.
That's a refresh.
That is my friend. Hallelujah.
Yes.
Reload the page. Or if you're down here, you see under where it says 100 pips, 1,000 pips.
Yes.
That's refresh.
That's the refreshness.
So you can refresh as well here too, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you can see my stuff is gone and refresh the screen. Now, this is free. And this is free again too. This particular app is free until April 1st.
April 1st.
This is one of the apps that we're going to recommend.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
The new apps, the new products that the company is bringing out, ladies and gentlemen, is blowing people's socks off.
Yep.
The number of pips, the number of people that people are catching and the wins is exciting. Now, let me show you this. But before I show you this, Pastor D. Pastor D is with the kids, I know.
Yes, sir.
Pastor D.
Hey, Pastor Denelvi on the call. Okay.
Pastor D on the call.
How are you?
We traded.
Pastor D. Can you sum your 1 week of trading up? Can you sum it up in one word? Eventful.
Listen to me. That 1 week, I borrowed with them feeling life changing. Man, let me tell you something. That thing wipes and sleep out of my eye like it never did before.
He said the trade like to sleep out of his eye like it never did.
I was up at 1:30 in the morning. I started trading. And when it was like about 2:30, when I seen the profit that I made, I could not go back to sleep. was all, I could not go back to sleep. I'm telling you, that thing blew me away completely. And to think that I was just sitting in my bed trading.
And Pastor D, you've been trading live for how many weeks?
2 weeks.
2 weeks.
Oh yeah.
Last week, I made 65% profit on my money.
All right.
Whoa. Awesome.
Right.
Awesome.
And this week, I made 120% on my money. You know, and that's all I gotta say with that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Selena, you know that's why we're going to be in New York to get our first fruits.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
First fruits.
Oh, wow. That is awesome.
So, you know, this thing is absolutely rocking. And Pastor D, I mean, his schedule is not, he doesn't have an easy schedule. He's an entrepreneur, owns his own company. He's on the road at 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning, 5 o'clock in the morning, you know, heading to his place of business in New York. So, but, you know, he's taking the time now when he gets home to study, understand the charts, and it's huge. You can't tell him nothing now, right?
100%. You know, I'll tell you something. You know, when you don't know the value of what you have, you treat it any old how. You know? And I just pray that everyone that's on the line, that's involved, really see the true value of this thing. Because when it says life changing, man, it's life transforming, not just for you, but for generations to come.
Wow.
This is it.
All right, Pastor D. So I know you're with the kids. He sent his wife off on a wonderful vacation.
Shopping spree.
With he only sent her off with 80% of the 120%.
I love this team.
So she's off and just enjoying her birthday weekend. So it's powerful. So we're looking forward to more of those stories coming from the group here. That's why, you know, we want to make sure that as leaders like Elaine and like Pastor Denelby, and then soon to be many of you, you're going to be teaching and educating other individuals. You know, right now you look at it and say, wow, this stuff is overwhelming. But you're going to be at the point where you're going to be teaching others real soon. So stay focused, stay consistent, stay patient. What I tell people all the time, don't be in a hurry to make money. You will make plenty of money here, right? Don't be in a hurry to make money, but we want you to be able to learn more, be able to take the time to learn more than you are trading. But you got plenty of opportunities every single day. I'm going to tell you, I'm just going to share my screen here for a moment. I just want to kind of share with you what my week was like in trading also. And then I'm going to share a chart with you that I'm going to be sharing with you to kind of really help you understand how to necessarily set to a proper lot size based on your account. All right. So I'm going to share that with you here as well. So let me, Elaine, thank you so much. You don't have to leave to stay here with us because you may want to interject some things unless you just have to go. All right. But I want to share this with you, this chart with you here as well. So give me 1 minute as I pull up the chart here as well. And Elaine, if you want to go ahead and chime in, or you or Pastor Denelby, while I'm looking for the chart, you can.
Okay.
Elaine.
Yes.
On average, do you watch like maybe a certain amount of trades that you do, or you just whatever, or do you have your favorites? Like the pivots?
I personally on pivots, I just take the ones that are at the top, and that's something else. Just whatever the first 5 or 6 each time you refresh, those are the ones that I'll probably use. I don't mess with I stay away from gold for now and some of the other exotic pairs, but I stay with the regular pairs, but I stick to the first 5 or 6 on the charts. I'm going to get to the point where I'm only going to be trading 4 or 5 pairs But for now, on pivots, I'm just taking the trades as they come because pivots gives out so many trades.
Oh, okay.
How do we get the Pivots app again?
IMLpivots.com.
Okay, thank you.
It's not an app. It's actually it's a web page.
It's a web page, yeah.
So this isn't in
Okay,
like when we sign on to our back office and it's not there that you added in.
It's not there as yet because it's still in the free stage.
Yeah, can you all see my screen?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, so what you want to do is you want to go to www.imlpivots.com. Can you see that on the screen?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
And then when you click on that, it'll bring this up.
Okay.
Everybody good with that?
Yeah.
Yes, thanks.
And then you click on Forex, and voila! There you go.
Okay, so I have a question. So when you click on it, like if I today, you know, you say that they put them in.
Hold on, give me 1 minute, okay? Yes, Pastor D. Hold on a minute. Okay, Waynette, go ahead.
Okay, so you know how you said that you can see the dotted lines, which means that it's not activated yet. So
Mhm.
are you supposed to wait until you see the lines and then activate it? So like if I checked it, like say just before I go to sleep and I see some that look okay but they're dotted, do you recommend putting them in there then or just waiting till they become at full line, active lines?
Elaine, I'll let you address that. She's still there? Did I lose Elaine?
I don't, yeah, no, I'm there. Those aren't activated because you get 500 and something trades. There's no reason to put trades in and leave them, especially if you haven't checked the news. And that's the other thing I tell people. I don't take the trades that have news coming up shortly. So that's the other thing.
So what do we mean about that? So we're going to go to what do we mean about news, and I'll hand it back to you. So we go to Forex Factory, www.forexfactory.com. And so this would give us the news for the week. So let's say, for example, this week was news. This week was the 17th, right? So I'm going to use that. Will it go back for me? Let me go to Friday. So I'm going to go back to Friday. If it'll let me. Apply settings. All right. So on Friday, if you can see there, on Friday, we look at the red folders. See these red folders, strong red folders? That means that this is news that can come out that can move the market for the currency pairs of the euro pairs, the euro CAD, euro USD. It could move those pairs. 8:30 at 8:30 a.m. Canadian news came out. So let me tell you how the Canadian news impacted a pair for me. What happened was that I actually got in a pair. I just happened to wake up. I got in a pair, and I set an entry, and I set an entry, and then I set a take profit. Well, the Canadian news hit. It spiked up, put me in the trade, and hit my take profit all in one.
Boom.
So news, you may not necessarily know which direction it's going to go. I just happened with my eyes just to see that it was moving in a buy direction. That's where the trend was going. So I set a buy situation, and it spiked up and put me in a trade. So this is the news that Elaine is talking about. It's on forexfactory.com. So a lot of times when we're putting out trades to the team, Elaine, myself, Marlene, we've already looked at the news just kind of see how it could impact the pairs that we're going to be sending out in the group. So Elaine, I'll turn it back over to you.
Also send out news every day.
And you'll see us post this in the group also. Elaine, I got you muted. I'm going to unmute you. There you go. You're unmuted, Elaine.
Okay. Yes. So So that's what I was explaining to you. I don't really sit and put pairs and have them sitting and waiting, because even when you enter the ones that are already activated, because it will activate and then it will move up or down a little, but you could still get in the trade, and you might still have to wait a little for it to activate, for it to get back to the entry position. But I don't wait for the ones that have dotted lines, because you don't know when that's going to happen. So we have too many trades coming for you to sit and wait on one that's not activated. Because if you notice, each half an hour when you refresh that screen, you'll see new trades come up. So you're gonna always have trades to enter. So there's no need to really go to the ones that have nothing really, that are not ready. Excellent.
So Elaine, the trade that I was talking about, ladies and gentlemen, is this trade right here. I actually, Videsh called this out on the TV channel the other night. He called it out when it was right here. And he said, guys, this is going to be a sell.
Wow.
And so this one trade, when it dropped.
Wow.
This trade dropped 101 pips.
Oh my gosh. Wow.
That's what this trade dropped. In 45 minutes, this trade dropped 101 pips. And so when I got up at 8 something in the morning and I set the trade, I got in the trade, I set it about right here at the blue line where it says entry. And I think it's going to move into a buy, because now it's what we call retracing. And so when I got in the trade, I set my take profit 15 pips right here at the R5. So from the RP4 to R5, I set my take profit at 15 pips. That thing spiked all the way up to 30 pips.
Wow. Wow.
And that was a trade that I put in the group, right? Yeah, I put that trade in the group, but I did it at about 15 pips. So people that had the time to execute that trade actually profited from it. Okay?
That is awesome.
So this trade was a sale at one time. So it came in, it was a sell. So this is what's going on. We got all day long. What I want you to do first is I want you to go on IML TV. I'm going to still post that video in the group just so you can watch that. But you go to IML TV, pivots, and watch the video from Lee Allen where she talks more in depth about utilizing this particular app. And then on her training, she gives live trades. Live. So she'll tell you, hey, when to get in the trade and what to set your take profit at. Live trades. Okay? Fantastic. So let me stop. Let me do one last thing here for you that I want to show you, and I'm going to explain it to you, and then we're done. All right? So this helps us to kind of, if you're saying, okay, I'm trading, but I really don't know what lot size I should set. I don't have a trading plan, so forth. I want to help you, a tool that we use to kind of help you with your trading plan, okay? So let me see if I could bring this up. Here we go. All right. So, your shades. Your shades? I don't know. Right there? Yeah. I was going to keep those. I'm talking to my brother-in-law. So this is a customizable daily growth plan in Forex. So let me explain it to you. So right here at the top, based on what you're going to place in your account, you now can have a way to understand what your lot size should be based on your daily growth. So this is your balance. Can everybody see this? Serena, Lynette, Janae, Marissa, everybody seeing this?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, I can see it.
And it's editable, okay? So in here, I got $200. I could change this to 500. I could change it to 1,000. I could change it to 100. I could change it to 50. And so I'm saying I want my daily growth to be 10%. Right? Now, this is just a placeholder. Right? This is not changing anything in the chart, the daily profit goal. But let's say if your daily profit goal is $100, right? So you can put that there as just a place for you to see. Over here, I'm saying, hey, my daily goal is to make 15 pips. So if you notice, most of the trades I send out in the morning is 15 pip profit.
Mine says 30.
Marlene is 30, right? So 15 pip, and we may send out trades with a longer TP, but most of the trades I send out has got a 15 pip profit because I know it's going to have a higher percentage chance of hitting 10 or 15 pips. And then my stop loss here is 15 to 20 pips. So if I'm setting, so it's like a 1-to-1 ratio, okay? So now if I was looking for 30 pip, I could change this to 30. You see how I changed that column below it? So when I put 73 here, look at down the column, the down below it, it changed the lot size. Everybody see that?
Yes.
So I'm changing it to 30, right? And then if I want to catch more pips, let's say if I say, okay, this trade may go 50 pips. So I could see what my lot size should be. So if my daily goal is I got $200 in my account, I'm looking to make 10%. So when I trade the first day, my daily profit is going to be $20. Everybody see that?
Yes.
And so now what lot size should I be using if my trading plan says, look, I want to catch 15 pips. If my goal is to make 10% for the day, then that means that I'm trading at a 0.13. That's $1.30 per pip.
Got it.
Does that make sense for everybody?
Yes.
If I said if I want to catch 30 pips in that trade, then but my daily goal is to make 10% on that $200, then I'm trading at 0.07. Because if it moves, that's 70 cents a pip at 30 pips, that's about $21.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. So now, the next day, I'm trading at 220. My goal is to make $22 right here. Does that make sense?
Yes.
So now, the next day, if I'm catching 15 pips, you see my lot size for that?
Mm-hmm.
That's what it's showing you. So now the next day, I'm looking to make $24. Then I make $26. So now it's setting the pip for you. So there's no guesswork what my lot size should be. So now if my actual lot size, if I'm for one trade is $1.80 a pip or 0.18, what if I'm executing 2 trades? What should each of the pip counts on the trades be?
Half.
Half.
Ooh, smarty pants.
Selena, we're gonna mute you out. No, I'm just messing with you. But no, it should be half. So if you're gonna do a twin trade, now you're gonna set your lot size for each trade at 0.09. Does that make sense? So you got 2 trades. If you were trading that Euro CAD I just showed you, you're gonna set one trade at 0.09, you're gonna set the other trade at 0.09 for a total of 0.18. Does that make sense, everybody?
Yeah.
Yes.
So that way you still meet your goal at 15 pips of $26.62. All right, so now over here, this personal goals, this is kind of giving you some idea of, hey, if I'm daily making this, weekly I'm making this, monthly making this, so that's equivalent to like a 40-hour work week at making $12.50 an hour.
Okay.
So it kind of give you some equivalencies there, right? Now down here, you make your daily goal. You can say, okay, my beginning balance is this, my daily total is this, my total earnings. So that way you can kind of track how you're doing for the week. So each day you can say, hey, did I meet my actual? What was my actual for the day? So let's say if my actual was $100. My actual was $100. I actually now I'm at $300 in my account. So I exceeded my goal 4 times. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
So this is your tracking. So now you got a daily plan so you can really plan out and really see how you're doing for the week. Does that make sense?
Yes.
All right. So over here, don't worry about this binary strategy. This is for people who are trading what we call binary options. We'll teach you about that one day. Binary options are cool.
Yes, yes.
Okay, real cool. It's actually binary options is actually simpler than trying to learn forex side of the business and trading, but we won't get into that right now. But you need to understand forex to really play in the binary option space. Everybody good so far?
Yes.
All right, so now let's see what happens. So at the end of 60 days, look at how much you made on that plan. Look at your $200.
What? That's a compounding, right?
That's
Yes.
compounding. At the end of 60 days, just following a 10% plan, you're at 60 grand. Look at the lot size you're trading at.
Wow.
Under column G. Right? So the larger your account size get, the more you can, based on your goals, it tell you what your lot size should be for that amount of pips that you're looking to catch.
Mm-hmm.
So let's see what happens. Let's see what happens if you have $5,000 in the account.
That's real money.
And all you were looking to do was to catch 15 pips. So the first day, your goal is to make $500. You trade at a 3.33 lot size. So now think about this. If all you were looking to do, if you have $5,000 in your account and you says, okay, I'm looking to catch 15 pips. I set my lot size at 3.33, $3, and that is $30.33. $330 per pip, right? So now, am I right? Oh, that's $30. Okay, $30.33 per pip. So now, $500 a day. If you're trading 5 days a week, that's $2,500 a week. That's $10,000 a month that your $5,000 is throwing off. That's a six-figure income just with your $5,000 investment if you're just looking to catch 15 pips a day. See how simplistic that plan could be?
Yes.
And so, but if your goal was making 10% a day here, look what happens in 60 days.
Yes.
In 60 days?
1.5 million. Everybody seeing that?
Very clearly.
So let's take it down to 5%, right? We're just making 5% a day. So in 60 days at 5%, you're at 93,000, you're almost $1 million. You're at almost 100,000. 60 days. And anybody can deal with a $90,000 increase in income in 60 days? That's with a $5,000 account, just looking 5% a day. And you're at 15 pips a day. So that is 75 pips a week. Right. And you can catch that with the quality of trades that we're sending out. That's a no-brainer. Does it make sense?
Yeah.
Excellent. So now you gotta go. You got a plan. So you can now just say, now here's the challenge. And Elaine can speak to this because we're having a conversation about this, even Pastor Denelvi. One of the challenges, and we've gotten much better at this, is that when we hit our daily goal, we are done trading.
Right.
Elaine, you want to speak to that, and a little bit in terms of what you've been doing?
Yes, guys. Okay. What I've been doing before I used to trade, and after I hit my daily goal and I go back in the market, and it takes it back from you. So I'm telling people, whenever you trade and you meet your daily goals, get out of the market, stay out of the market. Remember, don't be a slave to those charts. Forex is supposed to give you freedom. And if you're sitting in front of the computer all day, that's not freedom. So make your pips for the day and get out of the market. That's what I recommend. And I'm telling you from experience, from what I've gone through. Okay, make your pips and stay out. Don't be greedy. Always help. Okay, that's basically what it comes down to.
Yes, yes,
Okay,
yes.
that's it.
Can I get it? I'm just like the air hostess on the flight, checking everybody in the exit row.
Can I get it?
Right. I need to hear yes.
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 We
Yes.
will obey. We will adhere to the rules.
Right. I didn't hear everybody say yes.
Yes.
Whoa,
Believe me, guys. Believe me.
Yes.
I asked Michael. I saw myself lose. What was that, Michael? Over 100,000 one day.
Yep.
Yep. So believe me, stay out of the market after you make your when you make your pips.
Some of y'all, we may be still resuscitating you right now. You lose 100,000 in a day.
Oh my God.
That's a whole year. Stay on the market for a week.
And so you got people that lose $2 and they ready to quit.
Yeah.
Or they lose $100 or $500, they ready to quit. It's just it's a part of your training. It's an investment in your education. Now
I lost 173 yesterday, and I got righteously indignant. About getting that money back.
Now that was in your demo account, right?
Yes, because if it wasn't, I think I'd have lit up the office.
So that is a part of your training. That's a part of your learning. So you write down, journal, what did I do? What happened that I lost that money? A lot of times, the reason why you lose trades is you over leverage.
Right.
You're trading at a lot size higher than you should be trading, number one. Number two, you're not cutting your losses soon enough.
Right.
I am guilty of that. Elaine is guilty of that, right? Marlene is guilty of that. We don't cut our losses. We let them run, but when we're in profit, we close it out as soon as we see $1 profit.
Yeah.
Right. So we're not letting the winners run. We're letting the losses run. So you're going to learn that. This is a part of your training. That's why it's called a demo account. Okay. So this is going to help you stay in line with your lot size. Risk management. If I haven't said it again, risk management is the key to keeping you in the game longer. And so again, once you set your goal for the day, Elaine has gone so far as to even if she's in a trade and it's in profit, if she makes her goal for the day, she closes out the trade.
Wow.
Close out the trade, I'm done. I met my goal. Because it's about the base hits. You may get some home runs when the market spiked up, but you're getting the base hits. And you have to set your stop loss. Lynette, set your stop loss.
Yes, sir.
Okay? You're not skilled enough yet to not have a stop loss.
My stop loss was way too far down.
Okay, so your stop loss should be 15 to 20 pips. Unless we send a trade out, if we send a trade out, ideally that stop loss, it could be 20 to 30 pips. Ideally, it's going to be around 15 to 20 pips. But even at a 15 to 20 pip stop loss, if your lot size is in line with your account, you will never lose that much money.
Okay. Are we going to get this
Hey, Mike.
spreadsheet?
Yes, you are.
Oh, awesome. Thank you.
Yes.
I think that's definitely where I was going wrong with setting my lot size.
Yes. So you want to stay in line. Someone was saying something?
Yeah. Mike, I wanted to piggyback off something Elaine was saying and what you're saying. The one thing I like, when you open up IML, it says on top, you're in control. And one of the things that the people have to realize, this, is that we are in control.
Pastor D, can you put your phone a little closer to you? It seems like your mic you're distant.
Okay, hold one second. Is this better?
Yes, it's louder.
Okay. Now what I'm saying, when you open up IML says you're in control. And that's a fact. You're the one that's in control. And a lot of people are part of it, and they see the potential of the business as to what it can do. And definitely, we talk about transforming our lives and changing lives and stuff like that. It has that potential, and it's doing that. But a lot of people are allowing their circumstances to be in control of them. And the thing is, so I'm making a decision based on my need and what I'm looking for and what I need and what I need to get and what I want to get out of it. Not realizing that I didn't get there overnight, so I wouldn't get out of it overnight. But the compensation, the plan, right? The compound interest plan, it would pay you if you follow the plan. So you got to just execute patience and work the plan. If you work the plan, it'll work for you. If you go outside of the plan, you'll hurt yourself because it's no longer the plan.
Fantastic.
Thanks, Pastor Bernard.
I'm glad I got that on recording. That is fantastic. So we are an hour and 30 minutes in. That's about all the time I want to take of your morning. But was this beneficial for you this morning?
Yes,
sir.
It was very helpful.
Thank you.
Will we be able to watch it again? I see it's recorded.
Yes, I'm gonna put it. I'm gonna when the recording is done, when it's finished, I will place it in the group.
Okay.
Thank you very much. One question I had, you had mentioned levels.
Yes.
So is it similar to pivots or?
It has some similarities. I'll place that one in the group as well. It's a new product. There's a training on it that Oren does. So I'll place that in the group. It's about, I think that training, it's a short training that we talk
Hi, girl. How you?
talks about levels, okay?
Bye, friends.
Lord. Okay. There we go. All right. So, but I'll place that in the chat as well, okay? On levels.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
My honey-do list getting long.
We appreciate you.
We really do.
We do, yes.
All righty, so, well, Elaine.
We'll have some fish sandwiches lined up with some spicy fries.
What else?
They're bribing you.
Listen, what else do y'all need? Anything else you need?
Right.
Yes, sir.
Let them know that order should be by 2.
By 3. Next time we come, I'm going to see if we can convince Elaine to come with us.
That would be great.
Yes, go.
So
Okay.
Elaine,
All righty.
we're going to have you coming to Elaine. That's Bishop.
Hi,
And
Bishop.
Selena.
Hey, how you doing?
Bishop, how you so beautiful.
I've been listening to you all.
Yeah. Excellent.
Hey, Bishop.
Hi, baby. How you doing?
Bishop, I hear y'all come just loaded ready to make that big bucks.
Yes.
Yes, and Selena ready too, so she can pay you her first food that she owe you.
That's right.
Time to cash in. I don't care if they're kids.
Hey. Yes, indeed.
All right, well,
right.
wonderful. So we're going to sign out. Looking forward to seeing you all this weekend, Bishop.
Okay.
In New York. And
You gonna go see a preacher?
any chance if you could sneak one of those sandwiches on the flight?
No.
Yes, yes, you can. I've done it
Yes, she
before.
can.
You don't have to sneak it. It's cooked food.
No, but remember, they're
No.
not going to be in New York until Friday.
Yeah. So I'll get it when I come. I get it fresh. We'll roll fresh.
But, you know, the good thing is I live in New York. I can meet you at the airport.
All right. Well, I have at least one on me.
If you take my sandwich, I'll have to cut you. That's right, baby.
I'll bring you some gingerbread. How about that? That travels well.
Ooh, wow, that thing is so good. But that thing sends me to the bathroom.
That's because you're not eating it with cheese.
That's what it is. You got to put cheese with it?
That's a sandwich, boss. What?
Well, that's a WTI moment. That's
Oh,
way
way too much
Okay, okay.
information.
All right, everyone. So we're going to sign out.
Bless you. Have a great weekend. Lord bless you all.
God bless you.
You too.
Appreciate
All
it.
right. Bye.
Open
Thank you.
heaven. Open
Look
heaven.
forward to all the good things.
Open heaven.